Welcome to the Journey of 1,000 Mistakes. My name is Guillaume Sauvé, and to change things up, I'll let you decide if you're happy to be here or not. I always enjoy doing these videos, but it's up to you. Enjoy it, don't enjoy it. Either way, totally fine. Now, this month's challenge was completing a course I'd purchased a while back and just never really had the time to do it. But since the whole point of this year is to challenge myself, force myself out of my comfort zone, I decided to do it. I won't go into too much detail about the course because I don't want to feel like I'm ripping the person who made it off. So I'll just mention a few details here and there. Basically, every single day for 30 days, I'd have a social challenge. It started off easy. For example, asking the time to 5 strangers, but progressively got harder. Some of them were really intimidating, like lying down in public or yelling in public. For some reason, yelling in public had such a mental block about that. I don't know why. I found so many excuses how to reduce it. And it took so long for me to do it. It's winter, so I put my scarf up over my mouth. I'd pretend being on my phone. I'd wait for a plane to fly over or a truck to drive by, and then I'd yell it. And even then, I wouldn't yell it that loud. But it doesn't matter because I did it. And in the span of 30 days, I interacted with over 100 strangers. I'll be honest, there's still one day left. I'm filming this now because I've just filmed my weekly video. And I'm like, okay, might as well record this at the same time. So I still have one day left. And I'm guessing I'm probably going to get to around 115 strangers I interacted with during this challenge. So that's a lot, 115 strangers in a month. I mean, in the past year, I probably didn't interact with that many strangers. Maybe in the past 2 years, I don't know. But by conditioning myself to every single day go out and interact with strangers, even though sometimes it was really awkward, like for example, hey, my shoelace is untied, could you tie it? People are like, what? Why would I do that? They just look at you like you're crazy. But it's overcoming that fear of rejection or looking ridiculous. That's why I did it. And also, because I've been so focused on my dreams, on my goal, and on bettering myself that I've completely ignored the dating aspect of my life for the past, well, honestly, it's been so long that I prefer not to think about how long it's been because it'd be depressing. But for the past few years, I've been trying to get back into it. And every once in a while, I'd do something and I'd succeed and be like, okay, it's not that bad. But then I'd just slowly revert back to my old self and kind of give up. But in my mind, I'm like, no, I gotta restart. And it's just that never ending cycle of try, fail, give up, start again. And I'm just like, no, time to move on. This year is about challenging myself, stepping out of my comfort zone. So I'm gonna do it. But of course, I didn't want to overwhelm myself, which is why I started slow by doing this challenge. Because yes, it was geared towards men. So some of the challenges, especially the later ones, was about interacting with women. Because you know, if you're a woman, you might not understand it, but as a guy, it's super intimidating talking to someone you don't know when you're attracted to them. So a lot of the final challenges were about that. And honestly, something that never happened before finally happened by me doing these challenges. Because I'm an introvert and it's hard for me to interact with others unless it's in a friendly situation in the sense that, oh, introduced by a friend or I'm at a party and I know someone there or just a group of people. But just interacting with strangers, especially girls that I'm attracted to, was so intimidating for me. I'd never really, not that I'd never done it, it's just I'd always kind of given up halfway through because I'm like, oh no, it's just too scary and just like ditch out. But this time, because I was doing the challenge, I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. So for the first time ever, I got a girl's phone number. Now, it might not be that impressive if you're a guy, you're like, who cares? I've gotten hundreds of numbers. But for me, that was a big first step. Okay. To be honest, when I was so nervous after the interaction, I just kind of walked away. And later when I looked, I'm like, oh, there's a number missing. So I'm not sure if it was a polite brush off or just a mistake. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. The whole point is that I did it. And I proved to myself, okay, it's not that hard. All I have to do is repeat it and it'll become easier. Eventually, it's actually going to be fun. So overall, this challenge was so amazing. even though tomorrow's the last day and it's going to be one of the most difficult ones. But that's okay, because I've done 29 days. With a single day left, who cares? That's going to be easy. And already, I feel like it's changed me so much. And the thing is, I'm a little worried that once I'm done this challenge, I'll revert back to my old self. That's why I want to condition myself to keep interacting with strangers. Not necessarily do these challenges, because nothing really comes from it, but just whenever I get a chance, have a conversation with a stranger. If I see someone who has a nice hat, just mention it. Or just, whenever I can, interact with strangers as much as I can. So overall, amazing challenge. So happy I did it. I got so much from it. Next month's challenge is going to be to talk to 30 girls. There's a reason why I started with this challenge, because working my way up to that from like nothing to that was way too intimidating. So I'm like, oh, I'll take a middle step. So far, everything is going so great. I'm actually kind of looking forward to next month, because honestly, just like approaching a girl now is less intimidating than doing some of these like random kind of embarrassing challenges. So in a good way, it's like, oh, next month is going to be easier. But anyway, we'll see. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy these types of challenges, I encourage you to do it yourself. You don't have to find a course, go buy that and do it. You can just come up with it yourself. I started doing that last year, but for me, because I didn't have that accountability of having to do it every single day and saying, you know what, I'm going to do it. I have 30 days to do it. I can't afford to fail and start over. So I'm just going to do it. Having that mindset made such a big difference. All right. I encourage you, once again, do challenges. It doesn't have to be a full month. It can just be a week. But do something to better your life. Because otherwise, why are you even watching this? Yes, it's inspiring, entertaining to see what other people accomplish. But who cares about other people? Basically, we're all selfish. And that's not a bad thing. We just want to become the best version of ourselves. But we let our fears, uncertainties, all that's useless bullcrap stop us. And for what? So stop doing that. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I keep making mistakes all the time, as you can tell in the videos. Most of my challenges so far have been failures, but I've learned from it every single time, and you can too. So I challenge you. Pick one area of your life. Come up with an easy challenge and do it. That's it. Just do it. Thank you for being here. Now go make mistakes.